Good morning. Hope you're ready to do another art journal page with me, or rather putting art on a journal page that you can write on. Just going to have my breakfast and then I'll get started. Breakfast is all done. That was yummy. While I was eating my breakfast, I was having a flick through the Daisy Art junk journal book and picking out a few pieces that I thought it would be nice to use today. This is one of my favourites of the junk journals. I just love the cheerful, summery images in it. So, yeah, I have been perusing the collection and picked out a few. I mean, look how beautiful these are. These are actually from the ephemera pack. You can tell the difference because they've got a kind of a gold sheen on them. I don't know if you can see that. So they come just loose in a pack. And then you've got the ones that you push out from the actual book itself. If I can find one. So yeah, this sort of thing, which is, I just cut this out of one of the sheets of pattern paper in there. That's just kind of a matte finish, just so you know which is which. And you can choose according to your preference. I love this so much. I'm a big fan of rainbows. I may hoard that forever. I just like to get it out and look at it and make believe that I'm going to use it. I love colour. Anyway, let's crack on. This is our page for today. I am going to revert to my favourite method of ink and a baby wipe for this morning to get some background colour onto the page. I'm starting with old paper. It's a nice subtle green which tones in well, I think, with the Daisy Art images. It's quite similar to the background in the book. So we'll just get some of that on the page first. Just in kind of random places, going over it in some areas to make it a bit darker. And then just to go with that, I am going to have some antique linen. This is the Distress ink as opposed to the Distress oxide. I think they're quite different as how they come out. So I may also use a little bit of that, but I'm going to start with this one first and put some of that into the gaps. It's more of a buff beige straw kind of colour. It may look on the screen like there's not a massive difference between these two colours, and actually even to my eye there's not a massive difference between these two colours, but maybe that's a good thing. We're being subtle today. So I will just put a little bit of the oxide on there as well. Let's see if we can tell the difference, shall we? See, I can straight away see how much more kind of opaque it is, more, which of course is the nature of oxides, that the pigment sits on the surface of the paper rather than sinking in like the ink does, which gives it a bit more depth. So that's just bringing up those buff coloured bits a bit more, which I like. So there we are, we've got a nice mottled, subtle background, and I'm going to do some stamping there first before I stick any elements on. as I'm going to be writing over the top, I want to be stamping in a colour that's quite light, so that you'll still be able to see handwriting over the top. So I'm just going to choose an ink and a stamp for that. I've picked this handwriting stamp. It says something in French, I think. Something about spring and joy, which is nice. For my ink, I'm going to have a go with this Lost Shadow oxide ink. I bought it because I wanted a light grey, but it's so light, I've struggled really to use it on anything much so far because it doesn't show up an awful lot, but hope springs eternal. So let's find out what this is actually going to look like. Try some there. I mean, yeah, I want it subtle, but that's just a bit too subtle, right? I don't know, let me try one more area. Press it down hard. Now, I'm going to have to find something a little bit darker, I think. Let's have a go with this one. This is Hunky Dory, Dove Grey. Can't remember where I got that one from. One accumulates a collection of these things. So let's try that. That's a bit better. I think I'm going to go with this because if I choose a darker one, it'll be too dark. Get some of that ink on there. Just want this in kind of random places. Yeah, this is giving me the subtlety I was looking for. It's not invisible, but when I write over the top, I'll still be able to see what I've written. So, well done, Dove Grey. Yeah, that is what I'm going with. One more, because I can't resist. There we are. Next step is to start sticking some elements down. As I said before, I've picked out some elements which I have spread everywhere in front of me. So I'm going to choose some now to put on the page. I told you that I'm hoarding this, which I definitely am. But I do love the kind of the rainbow colours when they're together like this. So I've picked this out of the pattern paper in there. I think I can sacrifice that. Even that I did actually cut into 2 parts so that I can hoard the other half for another time. I know, it's pitiable, but never mind. I am what I am. Just going to put a little bit of ink on the edges of that so it will pop off the page. I hope you're feeling relaxed today. It's my hope and my intention for my channel that it will be relaxing to watch, that maybe, I don't know, it gives you some ideas about something that you can do on your own pages, or maybe you just like to watch somebody creating something. I know I find that relaxing to watch on YouTube. So we'll have that there at the top. Stick, that's it. And at the bottom I'm going to have, I found this sticker which I have fussy cut because of course it had a border, as most stickers do, which I didn't want. So I'm going to put that down in this corner. Seagulls are still at it. Don't know if you can hear them. What else am I going to have? Little pencil. That's cute. Put that down here. I want something floral on the page. I have found some leaves from my stash of die cuts, so I'm going to put one of those down. This is just some paint over, I think it was railway timetable paper. You can see that it's got a subtle print on the background. So let's get some glue on there. Bit fiddly. Want that in this corner somewhere if it'll allow me. That'll do. And a daisy, of course. A couple of these pencils, I think, pens, whatever they are. Let's just have a little ink along the edge so it stands out. Take the white off. One just there. Okay, what next? I feel like I want some greenery in this corner to balance out this greenery. So a little bit more leafage. And a daisy to go with that. That just needs an edge. Oops. Which side? That side. Good, I think I like that. Do I like it that way around? Or that way around? Oh no, definitely that way around. Okay, anything else? Do I put this on? Whoops, the pencil sharpener. Or is it too much? What do you think? Yeah, I think that just finishes it off. Let's get that down as well. And just a little ink on this. I think I like that. Plenty of room here for me to write my journal entry. Just going to come in, I think, with a bit of pencil. This is quite a soft, dark one, just to put some defining lines around some of these elements, just to make them pop off the page a little bit more. Make it look like there's a bit of a shadow, perhaps. I mean, I wouldn't call myself an artist by any means. I'm just having fun. So, you know, don't go thinking I'm myself putting shadows on things. I wouldn't want you to think that I know what I'm doing. I guess it just helps these things to look like they're not floating in midair. Yeah, I'm not sure you can tell much difference through the screen, but it looks better from where I'm sitting. I'll try and give you a close-up in a minute, but I think I'm going to call that done because I like it as it is. So maybe you can see a little bit of the pencil lines that I just put in there. Maybe you can't. And that's what today's journal page looks like. So as always, thank you for being here with me, and I hope very much to see you again on my next video. Bye for now.